I'm about to get into this video reaction, y'all. Prosecutors charged 36 alleged gang members in Brownsville shooting rivalry.
Prosecutors in Brooklyn charged 36 alleged gang members today accused of terrorizing Brownsville. The suspects, as young as 16 years old, allegedly belonged to two rival gangs tied to dozens of shootings, one of them fatal. Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore is live in downtown Brooklyn with the details. Crystal.
Good afternoon, Liz. Well, authorities say among the evidence they have is a phone recording of an alleged gang member behind bars trying to convince a 14-year-old to take out a rival gang member. So this is impacting people much younger than 16 years old. These men, these alleged gang members that authorities have listed in these indictments are bold and shameless, according to authorities. 35 of them now off the streets, one still on the run.
Y'all little niggas don't learn. Y'all didn't learn from the old CHOO and the WOOO indictments. The sad part about it is y'all little niggas, y'all gonna spend the rest of y'all life in prison, throwing away your future. But I guess y'all don't care anyways, because being in jail, being in prison, you'll feel right at home. You could give your homies all the high fives and hugs and handshakes all you want, because that's exactly where you young boys are going to be at for the next 20 to 30 years. By the time y'all come home, they'll probably have cars flying in the air. A lot of these children that's growing up in these socially, economically depressed neighborhoods, particularly Brownsville, it's not a lot of these kids' fault. The reason why they turn out the way they do. You have to blame their mother. You have to blame their father. A lot of the mothers, they be outside in the summertime, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, outside with their Hennessy cup, their Don Julio cup, being a thotty, got their kid outside late night. These kids are used to growing up in a neglectful, abusive household. Daddy is either dead or in prison. So from the time these kids is born, they already at a disadvantage in life. The teaching and the parenting starts at home. And a lot of these niggas, they not learning at home. The streets is going to teach them, and the streets is going to trick them out their freedom and out their life every single time. 14 years old, and older dudes that's older than him is putting a battery in his back to go spin a block, shoot and kill another black man that looked just like them, all in the name of gang. It's nasty work, man. When are you little niggas gonna wake up and realize that y'all destroying y'all future? When y'all could go to school, get an education, make something out yourself. Maybe buy your mother a house one day. You dudes be crashing out before y'all even reach the age of 21.
But this, according to authorities, is just another step forward in trying to curb the gang violence in Brooklyn.
These guys, they're running, they're shooting, they're reckless.
Children running for cover as alleged gang members open fire in a park in Brooklyn. Examples of the horrifying reality officials announced today they are taking down. 36 alleged gang members from rival WOOO and CHOO gangs are taking down. Examples of the horrifying reality officials announced today they are taking down.
Nasty
36
work.
alleged gang members from rival WOOO and CHOO gangs indicted, variously charged with conspiracy to commit murder.
These niggas is out here shooting from deep, acting like they Steph Curry. If you ever watch basketball, y'all understand how horrible Shaquille O'Neal was from the free throw line. These dudes are shooting like 10%, 15%, 20% from deep. You understand what I'm talking about? Dudes used to play that hacker Shaq game in the NBA with Shaq because they knew how much of a horrible free throw shooter he was. You dudes is worse than Shaq at shooting. You niggas is out here hitting innocent babies. Civilians is getting hit, losing their life. I hope they keep these little niggas locked up. I don't want them to throw away the key because I believe in 15 to 20 years, they won't have the same mentality that they have now. They'll have a much more different approach to life. They would value life more at the age of 40 or 50 years old. But unfortunately, it's going to be too late because they throwing away their future, man. By the time these dudes come home, their mother will be dead. The majority of their family will be dead. These dudes, some of these dudes ain't even get a chance to have a baby. Do you know how special that is to be able to create a life and create a family of your own? Some of these young boys out here, they'll never know what that shit feels like, bro. Because they're going to be stuck in a can all spring, all summertime. Like, I'm convinced a lot of you niggas like men. Because that's all I see y'all niggas around, even in y'all drill music videos. I remember back in the days, you used to see the thotties in the music videos with the rappers. Nowadays, bro, you see 15, 20 niggas in one video. Same thing with a party. You can't even go to a party no more. And forget about going to a house party in Brownsville unless you prepared to lose your life. Niggas been stopped doing them house parties decades ago. Because every time a nigga went to a house party, somebody end up losing their life. Y'all heard what 50 Cent said. I don't party if I can't get in with the snub.
To possess weapons and other related charges, including murder.
Literally, when these young men walk out of their housing developments, when they come out of their homes, they cross the street, they are considered to be on rival territory. And that proximity to each other and this long-standing...
The shit that pissed me off about these little niggas, they don't got a pot to piss in, window to throw it out of. They already living in a fucked up environment. Their moms is struggling. They just putting their mother through more stress. A lot of these dudes is going to be in jail with no commissary, no family members to hold them down. So if you already come from a fucked up, dysfunctional household and you ain't getting to no bread out here, why are you committing these crimes? You ain't got no money to hire no lawyer. Y'all niggas is cooked, man. Stupid little niggas.
Feud has fueled so much of the violence in Brownsville for generations.
This indictment includes charges related to 36 separate shootings, resulting in 11 people shot and 1 person killed.
And these are the weapons involved, including this 9mm ghost gun. Authorities allege WOOO member Jaden Grant shot and killed 34-year-old Tariq Thompson in Brownsville last June 29th.
We're not sure that Tariq Thompson was even the intended target in this case. He was from Queens, but he lost his life for that night.
In too many instances, police say innocent lives are caught in the crossfire, like this man who was just taking out the trash from his home.
12 times bullets entered into someone's home. Sometimes they were on the 4th floor, the 6th floor. Didn't matter. They were not safe from this violence.
And in downtown Brooklyn, right outside the DA's office, authorities say this video shows CHOO members chasing after a WOOO member and stomping on him.
Wow. That's what I'm saying, too. And then a lot of these little niggas, they can't even stand up for themselves. They letting niggas violate them, putting hands and feet on them. A lot of these little niggas, they jacking the game that they don't even know nothing about because they just want to be down because their homie is down. But they homie might be about that life. They homie might be built for the streets. Not everybody is built for the streets. That's why you got the sidewalk. for the civilians. A lot of these niggas that's in gangs, a lot of these little niggas that's in gangs, they really civilians, bro. But they looking for a family. They looking for a group of brothers to love them because they not getting that love and affection at home from their hood booger thotty mother. They not getting that love and affection at home from their Pookie and Ray Ray father. So they in the gang looking for love in all the wrong places. And then when you see them getting whipped out in the street and getting embarrassed, they homies is nowhere around to protect them.
This video shows CHOO members chasing after a WOOO member and stomping on him. Video of the
They stomping on his head, stomping on his body and all that. And you know what these little niggas will do? Instead of going get some get back on niggas that put hands and feet on them, they'll go put hands on a female. Or they'll go do something to a civilian that ain't do nothing to them. The opposition that put hands on them. They get a pass.
later posted on social media.
This is how they fuel the violence, through social media.
They got to get rid of it because where is it coming from?
Community members say the youth need more guidance.
The more you take away resources.
Niggas is throwing shots in the train station like they Pat Mahomes. Like, what's going on out here? It's going to be a hot summer out here.
From areas and people who need them, the more problems you will have in those neighborhoods.
And authorities say shooting incidents actually went down in Brooklyn in the first quarter compared to last year. Went down from 53 to 49. And in Brownsville specifically, it went down from 34 to 3 again in the first quarter of the year. But the work continues to curb the gang violence. The Brooklyn DA says that they are now launching a Project Restore program here in Brownsville. They have one in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, but they're bringing it to Brownsville again to curb the violence.
Ain't none of those programs gonna help none of the youth in Brownsville and Bed-Stuy, East New York, Bushwick, certain parts of Canarsie. The list goes on and on, man, because as long as you got unemployment at a high rate, there's always gonna be crime. It's always gonna be somebody getting shot and killed. You people out here, y'all just gotta be self-aware and keep your heads on the swivel. And stop playing with your life out here. I want y'all niggas to get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share. Subscribe. I'm out.
12 Adam 63. Officer needs assistance. Possible 187 at corner of Crenshaw and Century.
They shot my brother. They shot my brother.
Brownsville gang members are now off the streets after a 3-year investigation. News 12's Karina Gary has more on Operation Crossfire.
Children running for their lives, terrified commuters searching for cover, and a mother shielding her baby from bullets, all caught in the crossfire.
These guys, they're running, they're shooting, they're reckless.
For the last 3 years, 2 prominent gangs have terrorized the Brownsville community.
Many of these shootings took place where there were young children in playgrounds, in the neighborhood. There were bystanders.
Today, the Brooklyn DA and the NYPD announced Operation Crossfire, a 3-year-long takedown that saw 36 alleged Brownsville gang members arrested.
Some of the most violent criminals in our city.
The DA's office and police say these members, a part of the CHOO and WOOO gangs, are responsible for 36 shootings within the last 3 years.
Bullets went through doors or windows where people were residing in their apartments with their families, with their children.
Of those shootings, 11 people were hurt, including 34-year-old Tyreek Thompson, shot and killed last June inside Riverdale Towers.
East New York and Brownsville have often led the city in gun violence, and this is why NYPD and the Brooklyn DA's office is focusing so much of our attention there.
According to NYPD data, shootings are down this year compared to this time last year, but concerns continue this year over the age of shooters involved. Of the 36 gang members arrested in this takedown, 26 of them are teens. For now in Brownsville, Karina Gary, News 12 Brooklyn.